Craft family, it's me again. Are you getting sick of me yet? I'm getting sick of me. So today we are going to do a video for the Creative Arts Collaboration January hashtag YouTube event again. A third video. Can you believe it? The hashtag is Color of the Year Art. And like I've said in previous videos, all you gotta do is in the search bar of YouTube, you just put in hashtag Color of the Year Art and you can find all the videos from all the artists that are making things revolving around the theme, which is the color of the year. And the color of the year is actually two colors this year, which I think it's the first time that they've ever done that, where there was two colors of the year. And it's Serenity and Rose Quartz, which is basically like a really pretty blue and a really pretty pink. So I'm going to do my best to stick to that today a little bit. There's going to be obviously other colors involved because I'm not like a painter, so it's hard for me to like paint a picture with just those two colors because I don't really paint. So I'm going to do a technique, and I don't know what it's called, but this is what the result is. I did two of these just chipboard pieces for examples, and if you look closely, you see lots of colors in there. All kinds of rainbow colors if you look carefully, and this one as well. And so I'm going to show you how to do this technique, which is fantastic for backgrounds, ATC cards, mixed media projects. It's awesome. I just love the way these come out. And of course I figure because it's color of the year and this hashtag is about color, I'm going to play off the fact that color is the main theme here, not necessarily pink and blue. I'm going to play off the fact that, you know, it's about color. This month's theme is about Serenity and Rose Quartz, but overall it's about fabulous color. And yes, I'm going to add in colors similar to this into the project, but I really wanted to show you guys this, and I didn't want to not do this for the hashtag event because this is really cool. So all I did was take this little board canvas thing and I gessoed it, and that's the only thing I've done to it. And so basically what you're going to need is you're going to need some water. Obviously, I've got a little cup of water. And then you're going to need some alcohol. So you're going to want to put yourself a little cup of alcohol. You don't need a whole lot, but, you know, I'll probably put a little more in there. And then you're going to need another little container to mix paint. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use the DecoArt fluid acrylics. I've got all kinds of colors. I've got more next to me. And I'm actually going to start off with mixing the color that will kind of look like rose quartz, I'm hoping anyway. So I'm going to try to find the color I need to make that happen. Let's see. I think it was this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these two together, the white and this pinkish color. It's called quinacridone magenta, and see if we can get a light pink out of it. I'm not sure we will. Now, I don't know if you necessarily have to use the fluid acrylics. I just know that this works really well because you're going to add water. You're going to add water to it. So in order to make it even more fluid, even though these are already fluid acrylics. So I'm going to add about equal amounts water and paint, maybe a little bit less water because these are so fluid. And then I'm just going to mix them with my paintbrush. And look at that. First flippin' try, and I got a really pretty pale pink. So there's our rose quartz, I think. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because this canvas is big, well, it's not big, but it's bigger than the cards, and you don't want your paint to dry, I'm going to do it in sections because you want it to be very wet. So I'm going to do the top half and then the bottom half. So you want to lay on a nice wet layer of paint, and then what you want to do is dip your brush in the alcohol or dip the end of your brush and splatter. And if you notice what's happening with the alcohol, I'll lift this up so you can see, it's making the white of the canvas show through. Isn't that freaking awesome? So that's the point. You can do it in bigger blobs. You could do it in splatter blobs. It's kind of up to you. But this paint will dry fast. At least the media acrylics do. And so therefore, you want to make sure that you work fast. So I did that side. Now I'm going to take the brush and lay on the best I can without covering up what I already did. And I'm going to lay on the paint on that side, and I'm going to quickly start my splattering. You can touch it to the canvas. You could splatter it to the canvas. It's up to you. It already started dry in some spots. That's how quick it dries. So that's the first layer, and I think that turned out so perfect. It's amazing how I just mixed that paint, and it's a little bit brighter than this paint, or this color, but I think that's a pretty damn good match considering I don't know how to mix colors that well. I just usually play around until I get somewhere. I'm going to let this dry because you got to let it dry completely between layers. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll come back when it's dry and we'll put on the next layer. Yay! Be right back. Okay, we're back and it's dry. So we are going to put together our next color, which is going to be the Serenity Blue, or at least my attempt at the color Serenity Blue. Well, this one's a new one I didn't open yet, I guess. So what I'm going to do is some more white, like I did for the pink. A little bit more. And a drop of this blue and see what we get. Let's see if we can luck out a second time. A little water. Let's see. And it looks like we do luck out. I'm on a roll today. So yeah, we got a nice light blue. I think the original is a little bit darker, so I'm going to put one more drop, little itty bitty drop. That's a little bit light, but there we go. There we go. Good enough. So I am putting, and this way I'll, putting this color, and that'll incorporate both the colors in, which is awesome. But we're going to add more on top of it, so I can't unfortunately just leave it with these two colors, because we've got to incorporate both or more colors in order for this technique to work. But what's cool is now that I'm doing this, look at how cool it looks. You can see the pink underneath. Isn't this wicked awesome? So cool. This is like so fun for, mixed media background, your journals, anything. You can even do like, do it and then mount it on a card and have it be, it would make a really pretty card background. Wouldn't it make a card or make a pretty card? It would make an awesome card background, especially when you see the finished product. Okay. So again, we're going to let this dry and I will be right back. I know it's like, it goes by quick, and then the drying time, of course you could dry it with a, I was going to say a hair dryer, a heat gun. Jeez, I'm losing it. So I'll be right back. So I took the excess paint that was left over and put it in here, and then I also have a composition book that I like to wipe paint in. So I got rid of some excess paint so I didn't waste it, because we all know I hate to waste. It's dry and it looks so pretty already. Just like that would be a perfect background. But we're going to keep going because it's going to look even cooler. It's going to look cool. So let's see. Now I want to use, let's see. Let's see. Let's do a yellow. Let's see, which yellow do I want? I like this bright yellow. Let's make it a nice cheery yellow. That's the alcohol. Where's my little cup? There it is. That's good. So this time I will not have to. Oh, and I wanted to show you one of the other ones I made, which I don't remember if I showed it to you. This one didn't come out as good because when I did the black final layer on this one, I don't think I watered it down enough, so I didn't get as good splatters out of it, but I got some. It still looks cool. It's still going to make a great background. Alright. Let's do the yeller. Let's do some yeller. I don't know if that's enough, but it'll be at least enough for the first half of it anyway. Alright, and then I don't think I watered that down enough. Now let's try it and hope for the best. There we go, getting somewhere now. And two, if it happens where you don't get a lot of good reaction out of it, I found that like taking another brush and kind of helping it along, like I probably didn't water it down enough the first time, so you could just go in and take away some of the excess paint and wipe the brush off a little bit. So I'll do that again. It's got to be the right mixture of paint and water in order for it to really have a good wash. And then it'll flow better when you put the alcohol on, so just play. Nothing like getting alcohol in your eyes. That splattered right up in my eye. Yay. Well, the yellow is a little bit anticlimactic, but that's okay because we've got more layers to go. So I'll just go through. Some colors do that no matter what you do. Some colors aren't quite as good as others, but that's okay. It is okay, I promise. Because as you add layer by layer, and I'm just rubbing the brush on there in a circle and then wiping it off on a rag that's on my lap. Just to fix the, you know, like if you have this problem where it's not showing up and it's still wet, you can go in and just take some of the paint off in a circle, which will basically mimic a little bit of what you're doing. So that color was a bit anticlimactic, but that's okay. And then what I'm going to do is take my composition journal, and I'll show you that real quick. Here's like the page where I did the blue, and I'll use this brush, and I'll just add some and make some. It'll make green, but that's okay. Cause blue and yellow make green. That's it. And I'll let that dry over here. Alright, so we're going to let this dry. It's still looking really cool. Hopefully you could see how you can see the background colors as I drop it on me and make myself all covered in paint. So yeah, I'll be right back and we'll do the next color. See you in a minute. Okay, we're back. It is dry. It is looking pretty. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So now I'm going to do an orange color, I think. Well, either orange or what else can we do? Let's see. about... Yeah, let's do the orange. Or should we just do the magenta? Yeah, let's do the magenta. I like the idea of really shaking up that contrast on this. So I'm going to mix the water in. Oh, I didn't clean my brush off from before. I do that real quick. Let's see what we got here. And I just splattered it all over the place. Leave it to me. Well, I'll start with that side then. I'm going to need a little more. I made it a little too watery. But that's okay. Alrighty. Ooh, does that look cool? Awesome! How cool is that? Love it! That looks really freaking cool, doesn't it? So awesome! After I've made a huge mess on my craft disc, but that's okay. As long as it's not sopping wet, but that's really flippin' cool. Really flippin' cool! Okay, let's find my page that's stuck together. Great! That's okay, because I'm just going to go over it with the magenta anyway. We're going to add some more color as I dump stuff all over the place. And we're going to add some to this page. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I don't think you care to see what I'm doing, because I'm just splattering paint on here. Not much rhyme or reason to it. Okay, now we are going to, again, wait for that to dry and come back and do maybe one or two more, and that's it. So it's really starting to look kind of cool. I love that. I think that's the best one yet. So we will see as we do another layer or two what happens next. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're nice and dry once again, and it always looks better when it's dry. Look how cool that is. I don't know if you could see, but you could see like all the pinks and the blues and everything behind it. So awesome. Now I'm going to do purple. Purple nurple. Because we like some purple. Alright, I may have put too much water, but I'll have to check that out and see. I know I didn't clean my brush again. What is it with me and not cleaning my brush? Until I'm on camera. Then I'm like, oh, I gotta clean my brush. Alright, let's see. Did I put too much water in there? Maybe. Let's find out. Probably, because there's not much color going on there. Let's try a little more paint. You'll know you have too little when you spread it on there and you don't see much color. It's just like water. Like I said, it's a bit trial and error. You have to play Plus, the color underneath was very, very vibrant pink, so it's just going to give it a wash of purple. That's okay. It'll still do the job. Oh yeah. Whoops, wrong paint. Awesome. Do the bottom half. Yeah, I have to do it in steps because the stuff dries so fast. This, what do you call it? The fluid acrylics dry super fast. Which is good for some things, but not so good for this. But that's okay, because I can work fast. I'm a Speedy Gonzales. That's just looking so wicked cool. I think we're going to do one more color and call it a day. I don't know, I kind of like it like this. I might not even do another color. What do you think? Should I do another color? I'm kind of thinking I want to do a teal on top of this. I can always try it, and if I don't like it, wipe it back real quick. But I've got like this turquoise, which I might do the turquoise because I like this one. So we're going to dry this. Well, I'm going to set it aside first. And I am going to use the paint in my book. Where's my book? Let's use the paint that's left over in my book. Yeah, see how light that is? Because the purple is much more transparent than the others, which is perfectly fine. Because I even added more after I added the water. Added more paint. We need to go to another page. Let's see, do I have another page I can add on to over there? What about over here? Now I got a lot of Christmas colors over here because that's what I was doing. I was jelly printing and then, I was jelly printing and then wiping off my brayer on this side, and some of them I did like very Christmassy colors. Making a mess. That's always fun. Hot mess coming through. And then let's see, we'll just start a new page. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I have a lot of extra paint this time. Kind of like when I did the blue. Good to the last drop. Okay, and I knocked over my alcohol, which is just going to clean my desk off. I have knocked this over so many times when I was doing the other ones. It was crazy. It was crazy town. Now I gotta clean all this up. Yep, I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess, I'll tell you. Alright, yep. Alright, well, I'm gonna shut the camera off because you don't need to see me clean up the water or alcohol, whatever I spilled. I don't know what it is. But I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I ended up not finishing this last night because I have a really bad toothache, and when I stopped the last time, it was starting to hurt really bad. And when I let this dry, by the time it was dry, my tooth was throbbing so bad I couldn't even talk. So that's why I didn't get back to it until today. So now we are going to put the final layer on this sucker, and it's going to be awesome. So let me get some water so I can put some water in with my paint, because we're going to use teal as the final layer. I think this is looking so cool. I love the way this turns out. So I'm going to put some teal in here. I've got my alcohol right here. Just need to find my brush, which is right here. Not ready, of course. Of course. Yeah, my tooth is still hurting, but it's a little more tolerable, but it still hurts like a bitch. It's been horrible, and I'm snowed in, so there's not much I could do about it. Kind of sucks. Life sucks sometimes. So, let's see. Do I need a little bit more water? It looks like I might just need a drop. Okay, let's give this a shot and see what happens. See how cool this comes out. Laying it on nice and thick. Alright. This looks awesome. I love it. Ah, cool. I've got like this really cool big spot there. I like that. Because the final layer is the final layer. So this way, some big spots will let you see, you know, all the way through all the layers, which is cool. So I'm down with it. Totally down with it. I'm just layering on lots of paint. A moderate amount of paint anyway. Oh, cool. I love this so much. It takes a little time because you got to let it dry in between, but it's not too bad. It doesn't take that long to dry. It only takes a few minutes. But voila, isn't that flippin' awesome? Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I'm going to dry it a little bit. I don't need to dry it all the way, but I wanted to dry it enough to lift it up to show you. And what's cool is, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I could see all the way down to like the very first layer. Like there's some of the pink. Like it's so cool. Some of it's still wet, obviously. But this is such an awesome background. I'm going to leave it like this, but in an upcoming video, we're going to do something cool with this. So stay tuned for that. But I think this is a really fun and very easy way to make a background if you want to do something unique and cool. So it's definitely something you should try. It's super simple. And let me know how you guys do with it. You know, I just did a very small canvas, and at some point I want to do a bigger one and stuff. So yeah, I thought it was cool. I don't know what this technique is called. It's like alcohol drips. I don't know, but I think it looks awesome. I might come up with whatever, I might figure out whatever it's called. I don't know. I saw it on the DecoArt thing, and they did like a little tiny small thing, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I could do it on a bigger area. I just did it half and half because literally the paint dries so fast, and you need it to be like super wet in order for this to work, which is why I worked in sections. So if you do a bigger canvas, you're going to want to work in sections. But anyway, let me know what you think of it. Give me comments, and make sure you hit like, little thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the hashtag event that is going on. It is over, I think, is it today? Because it's today the 24th? I think today's the 24th, so it's over today. So I'm not going to be able to get up any more videos for this specific hashtag event, but I always have lots of videos. So make sure you check back on my channel if you're new, and if you're one of my crafty family already, I know I can count on you to check on my videos and see the videos as I get them up. So I hope you guys like this. Remember to do what you love and love what you do, and be nice to people, and wish me well on my toothache because it hurts so bad. I'm like ready to cry. I literally was crying last night. It hurt so bad. It was horrible. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye. Mwah.